Hi, I'm Daz. I'm the producer of The Drift, and I just thought I'd give you an update on where we are with stuff. We've had a few challenges in that we've had to stay on one side of the building, and finally we're going to be allowed to move across to the other side. That's really, really good news. But the consequence of that has been that over the last sort of week and a half, everything's sort of come to a halt, and that's a bad thing because what I describe as a battle rhythm is lost. Before we got to that point where we basically filled up the entire room up with set, we were just constantly moving forwards, constantly doing stuff, the emails are flowing, people were communicating and everything was happening, you know, nice. And then it sort of concluded with the last set building weekend that we had where we knew we couldn't go any further. So the challenge I've had over the last sort of couple of weeks is trying to keep that momentum going without anyone actually coming in to do anything other than Phil, who works on the guns and stuff. So that has been difficult, but we're getting there, and now we're sort of starting the momentum up again to get ready for the next big set building weekend. So that's good. Something that has developed though, visual effects side, we've got a few more volunteers now on the visual effects. But that's still a challenge because we've got volunteers from all over the world, so that's moving forward quite nicely. We finally got to a position now with that where we've got people who are talking the same visual effect language, they've got models and ideas and stuff starting to move forward. So it's been really good to have got that going during pre-production. The next thing now is having got the set building started and with a deadline in mind as well, the next thing for me to look at is the costumes and the props and getting down into more detail. Even on the set side, it's all very sort of surface level. We've got a lot of the structures, but now we need to get right down into it. The other thing that I've been working on with Sue is the script, so that's moving on quite nicely, some good lines in there, and the story development, there's a few oversights, plot holes that we've identified, which is good, so cracking on with that. And also, we've got the season holidays coming, so like that. So we've got just had Halloween, we've got bonfire night coming up, and then all the other stuff leading up to Christmas. So it can be quite a difficult time. People start to think about other things, etc., and yet we've got a deadline. So that's also another challenge to look at. But the next set building weekend is booked. All the volunteers are all stepping up and saying, yeah, I want to play, I want to come along. And that should be a really great weekend because then we're going to be doing the set building, costumes, makeup, story, introducing more people into the company, into what we're all about. And then in January, obviously the casting and the big promotion, getting the media involved, telling them what we're doing, what we're all about. And go from there. So it's all good. But I'm just going to sort of sign off now for a few days because even I have to have a bit of a break. So I'm going to have a couple of days off going down to see some friends with family, which would be nice. I'll probably take the script with me anyway and do some other stuff, you know, probably do some filmmaking. Anyway, in fact, I'm doing some filmmaking. That's what it is while I'm going down there. Oh, Daz, bring your camera down, do some filmmaking. Okay, all right. So yeah, I'm going to go and do some of that. That should be fun too. So it might be perhaps a few days. 5-6 days or so before the next one of these comes out, but it's all happening, and then yeah, the big set build in a week's time or so, so all good, and that's about it.